Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about the latest on the Neymar transfer potentially to FC Barcelona. We do have some big updates when it does come to Neymar Jr. potentially moving in this coming summer. So at this point we do have every reliable source claiming that Neymar is interested into moving to FC Barcelona and that Barcelona is a club that will be looking at Neymar as an option, and that is some huge news. And what is so crazy about this whole thing is that every time we do get closer and closer towards the summer of 2021, the Neymar transfer rumors going to Barcelona, it is getting stronger and stronger. And the way that we are hearing Neymar presenting himself as an option to FC Barcelona and the Barcelona do see Neymar as an option, it is starting to get very real, my friends. And it's odd to hear this, right? It's odd to hear that many reliable sources are claiming that Barcelona do see Neymar as an option, because earlier this week Neymar did say that he was good at PSG, that there is patience when it comes to renegotiating the contract renewal with PSG, and that he loves the club and that he wants to stay in Paris. Neymar has said all of those things, but notice what he did say on that Champions League night. He did say that we do have patience when it comes to the renewal with PSG, and I think that that is something very key to listen to, because I do believe that if Neymar really loves PSG so much and he is just so happy at PSG, then why hasn't PSG locked down that move? Because let me tell you, do you really think that PSG and Neymar are trying to negotiate just what the salary is going to look like? Do you really think they're going back and forth? Because I do believe that PSG is a club that whatever Neymar does demand, PSG will want to pay that, because Neymar is a player that is very important to this club, and PSG and the owners, they do know that. They would meet the demands. They have the funds in order to make that happen. And do you really think that there is patience, that there is some stalling going on within the contract renewal because there is some salary disagreements? I do not think so. I think that PSG can easily meet those demands, but the only reason why we are hearing that this renewal is being stalled and why Neymar says that there is patience within these negotiations, it is because I strongly believe that Neymar is waiting to see how Barcelona is going to be moving in this summer. And I have said this before, and I have been saying this over the past few weeks, that Neymar wants to present himself and show Barcelona a sign, a signal to say that, look, I'm going to stall these negotiations. I want to see what Barcelona is going to do first. Neymar is literally doing exactly what he did do 2 years ago back in 2019, is to present himself first and have Barcelona meet him halfway. So here are the breaking news sources that we have heard that did come out a couple of hours ago, and it says here, according to Rack 1, Neymar is emerging as Barcelona's #1 goal for this summer. There has already been initial contacts between the player and Barcelona. PSG for now, they do not want to sell him to the Catalan club. Then as we continue to go on, Rack 1 continues to say, they have already spoken, and for this reason the Brazilian hasn't signed his new contract yet. Barcelona and PSG have also spoken about a transfer, and PSG's first answer was no, which basically means this: in this current season, throughout this campaign that we have been playing in, the Champions League, La Liga, the Copa del Rey, throughout this whole time, Barcelona was approaching PSG to ask what is the situation looking like with Neymar Jr. And it's crazy to hear that PSG has already said no. Like, is PSG a club that has tension with FC Barcelona? Were you not willing to negotiate even further to find a deal? I understand that Barcelona were bothering PSG 2 years ago for Neymar, but at least have the will to negotiate something when it comes to Neymar moving to FC Barcelona. But let's take this somewhere else, right? Let's take this into the board, Barcelona's board. Could there be a debate going on? And when I mean by a debate, I mean like a good debate, because a few weeks ago we were also hearing that Joan Laporta's first priority when it comes to a signing in this summer would be Erling Haaland. So why are we hearing that Barcelona's first place priority is Neymar Jr. while at the same time we are also hearing Joan Laporta wants to sign Erling Haaland? Could there be a debate going on within the board on what signing could make the most sense? And look, we have yet to find out what the club do think of these two players. Like, why do they believe that this specific player would be the right move for FC Barcelona? I can assume that when it comes to Neymar, they are going to be saying that Neymar would make Messi stay at the club and would convince Messi that this club can be competitive and that Neymar has already played in Barcelona, so it has already been proven that he would work. And then as for Erling Haaland, they could be saying that Erling Haaland could be a player that can serve Barcelona for the next 10 years and that he can be one of the best goal scorers in the world, a player that can guarantee you goals season after next season. So there could be those arguments. Again, I am just assuming what this board might be thinking when it comes to these two players. And let's continue to see what this report does say according to Rack 1, Barcelona are convinced that Neymar will leave Paris for a price much lower than the offer that they did propose 2 years ago, which was 130 million euros plus 3 players. And then they have ended with this: Neymar would do anything to return to FC Barcelona. And again, it's almost the exact same story, but in a different timeline. Neymar would do anything to move back to FC Barcelona. This is the exact same type of attitude Neymar did have 2 years ago, where he was willing and to show publicly that he would meet FC Barcelona halfway. And when it comes to the price, we can expect, right, and this is me just assuming, everything right here is all new. We have no details on what Barcelona has to propose. The only thing that we do know is that PSG did say no. But as for the price, I do assume that Barcelona could propose a total of 100 to 120 million euros, just that alone for Neymar Jr. I do not see any players being involved unless Barcelona do want to do so. But here's going to be the final conclusion. I think that it is fascinating. It is so fascinating, but it is also very intense to hear that Barcelona want to put themselves in a position to sign Neymar and bring Neymar back to FC Barcelona. And they do have their own reasons on why they do want to do that. Because I would have never thought, even until today, that Barcelona would consider to bring back Neymar Jr., a player that is very important to PSG. And many of us did assume that this club was past Neymar and they left him back in 2017. Many of us really did think that. But one thing is very clear, and it is super real. Barcelona's interest in Neymar, that is real. Barcelona will be going for Neymar in this coming summer, and we should expect to see a very long saga for the next 5 to 6 months until this transfer window does close. But this is going to move us towards the next section of this video, and it is going to be talking about what if Neymar actually comes to Barcelona? What if he actually does arrive? Whether Barcelona pays 100 to 130 million euros and Neymar actually comes, there is going to be 2 questions that will be arising once Neymar does come to Barcelona. Number 1, where would he play? What position and what role will Neymar have with Barcelona under Ronald Koeman? Point number 2, who is going to be seeing the exit door? Because if Neymar comes to this club, there are going to be some players that are going to make their own decision and say, yeah, we have no place within this front 3 or this front 2. Might as well join another club, because whatever does happen, if Neymar comes in, our minutes will be greatly reduced. And I also do believe that the sporting directors and the coaches and the staff are also going to be making that decision, that if Neymar were to come, seeing the amount of impact and the ripple effect he will have on the squad players, they are going to be informing some players that maybe it's going to be your time to move on. And starting with the first question, if Neymar were to come in, what is going to be his role and where would he play? And I do want to point one thing out. Neymar, ever since he did leave Barcelona back in 2017, he is a completely transformed player. He is no longer a player that does play only on the left wing. Neymar is a player that can play almost like if he was Felipe Coutinho, but in his prime. Neymar is a player that has the ability to create, a player that knows exactly how to take down players on the left wing, on the right wing, and he is also a player that is very lethal inside the box. This is a player that will give you one hell of a package. So assuming that Ronald Koeman does go for a 4-3-3, we should see a front 3 of Messi on the right wing, Neymar in the middle, and Ansu Fati on the left. Now, many of you guys are going to be saying, Neymar does not play as a striker, but here's the most beautiful thing of this whole thing. Neymar can actually play as a striker. He is a player that is very versatile, and even if Neymar does feel some sort of discomfort and he does not feel right in a specific game as a striker for Barcelona, Ansu Fati and Neymar can easily exchange roles. Neymar can be on the left for about 20 minutes. Ansu Fati can act as a striker for about 30 to 50 minutes. It is very flexible. It is something that Barcelona did not have when they did have the MSN. MSN was not like that. MSN was very reserved. Messi was strictly only on the right wing. Suarez was strictly only as a striker, and Neymar was on the left wing. A front 3 with Ansu, Neymar, and Messi, it would be very, very flexible. And assuming that Dembele does continue with Barcelona because of the recent reports about Laporta wanting to renew this young Frenchman, we could also see Neymar on the left, Ansu Fati play as a striker, and Dembele on the right wing. These front 3 options that we are talking about here, these front 3 options, they could really work. And then going on to the next key point, which is what players could see the exit door. And it's going to be very simple. I do see a player like Trincao moving out away from FC Barcelona, potentially maybe even a loan. As for Martin Braithwaite, who is one of the best players of all time, Martin Braithwaite could be seeing the exit door in the coming summer, regardless if Neymar or Haaland does not come or not. And then maybe, right, maybe there is a slim chance we could see Antoine Griezmann leave Barcelona in this coming summer if Neymar were to come in. And this is what gets very complicated. This is the reason why I am not too much of a fan to have such an agenda and promote the move of Neymar yet, because I think that if Neymar were to come in, we're going to have to really question what are we going to do with Antoine Griezmann, a player that has been performing very well with Barcelona within the year of 2021. He has really earned a spot spot within this squad list. And it is almost as if you would give Antoine Griezmann injustice to tell this player that he no longer has a spot within this club. So whatever sporting plan these board of directors are going to be having, whatever they are thinking of, it is really going to have to be well thought out. But this is going to be my final conclusion when it comes to Neymar potentially moving to Barcelona. It will work. If Neymar does come to this club, Barcelona will be that much better and they will improve. It would give Barcelona so many options within the front line, and at the end, Barcelona's front line, when it comes to either having Ansu Fati, Messi, Neymar, or maybe Dembele, Messi, Ansu, Neymar, Messi, Ansu Fati, it is going to be greatly frightening to the oppositions, and it is going to be a front line where Messi is going to be very convinced that this squad can compete at the highest level of football. And that is it, right? Joan Laporta's main goal in this coming summer, besides the renewal of Lionel Messi, would be to sign a star player, a player that can bring great results to this club. And that is a great feeling to have when it comes to being a Barcelona fan, is to know that our own president wants to sign a star player. But that's going to be it for today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.